I never imagined that a simple trip through the deserts of the American Southwest would change my life forever. It happened years ago when I first visited the vast lands of Navajo Nation. The night was incredibly quiet. The sky was overflowing with stars and the desert stretched endlessly in every direction. I was sitting outside an old adobe house, warming my hands by a small fire and drinking coffee. Earlier that evening, several locals had warned me not to wander too far after sunset. They kept repeating one strange word: Skinwalker. At the time, I thought it was just another desert legend. Around midnight, the dogs nearby suddenly started barking wildly. They were staring into the darkness like they could see something. I looked up. Far out in the desert, a shadow was moving. At first, I thought it was a coyote, but then the thing stood up on two legs. And in that moment, a cold wave ran through my entire body. I rubbed my eyes and looked again. The shadow was slowly moving closer. In the pale moonlight, its shape became clearer. Its body looked like an animal, but its movements were strangely human. I tried to convince myself it was just my imagination. Then I heard a sound. It was like laughter, but mixed with the growl of a wild animal. Behind me, an elderly Navajo man who had been sitting quietly by the fire suddenly lifted his head. His expression changed instantly. In a low voice, he said, "Go inside, right now." I asked him why. What is that out there? He stayed silent for a moment. Then he said just one sentence: "That is not a human." At the exact moment, the shadow suddenly dropped to the ground and began running on four legs, and its speed was completely unnatural. We rushed inside the house. The old man slammed the door shut and pulled the curtains over the windows. My heart was pounding so loudly I could hear my own breathing. Outside, footsteps circled the house. Sometimes they sounded like four legs, and sometimes like two. Then suddenly, there was a soft knock on the door. I froze. The old Navajo man looked at me and shook his head. "Whatever you hear, do not answer." A few seconds later, a voice came from outside the door, and the voice was my own. "Open the door. It's me." My blood turned cold because I was already standing inside the house.